Oh my goodness, I can't believe how tired I've been these last couple of days coming home. Oh my gosh. I think it's just a change. You know, I'm used to being out in that fresh air and home in a little bit of a stuffy house. We're by the freeway, so there's a lot of background noise. But I wanted to take you out to my van and show you a couple of obstacles that I'm going to have to overcome. First of all, there's some construction or painting or something going on with this thing, this machine here. Second of all, this is usually where I park. We live in condos, and our place is back there, and we park over there. It's our red car in there, carport. But I don't really have a garage to do work in. One obstacle. So step one is really going to be taking everything out of the van. Alright, I've got it all cleaned out. And it's loose. You know, this will move. In fact, I think the whole thing will move. I may just take the whole thing out and work on it on my patio. I may do that, but anyway, I'd like this to fit over a little bit more. There's too much of a gap here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do right here. This has been a little bit difficult to open when I'm standing outside. I need to be able to open this maybe like right around here. Right around here. And then when I put the mattress on, it overlaps a little bit. So then it's hard to open as well. So that's going to be a tweak that I need to make. I thought I would show you my patio and where I'm going to be doing a lot of the building for my van. It's kind of small. So let me turn this camera around here. So I shoved our table over. This is what I took out of the van. Just got some of my other stuff here. Got some wood for some framing. Got my refrigerator and some other stuff. And I got this board here for the sidewalls. I think that's going to work out really nice. We got to sand it up and paint it and cut it. So that's going to replace these boards here. I'm going to go all the way across the van. Alright, let's get to work. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this board because that's going to be my template. That's the bottom base. Because the floor is uneven, I'm going to have to cut this board right here to match that template. Real easy to do. So I'm gonna go take this wood out to my van and test it before I cut the other wood that I bought. You can see it fits pretty snugly all across here. And actually a little bit more in the front there. My son-in-law did this on the first bed that he built. I think he did an excellent job on that. I'm gonna so basically lay this down like this. This is the top, and I know it's level. And I went 18, so this is going to make it 29 on the end. 29 will be plenty. Yeah, so then I made sure that between here and here was 18, and then I just used my pencil and I made a mark for my saw. Now I'm going to cut it. can't really get everything filmed for you. I have to kind of walk back and forth from my patio to my car to do some measurements. But let me show you what I just did after I cut the wood to size. So I took this poster board and I made a template of where there's like a little cubby in my van, and I'm going to be cutting this out. So this is the template that I made, and then I drew all around like that. In order to be able to cut the middle part, I'm going to have to drill a hole with a bit in the middle here so I can fit my saw in between here. So this is my next step. What's nice about a jigsaw is that you can go around edges really well. So I have the other side all cut out and fit in the car, and it looks really good. I just have a little sander, and it has a, I don't know, sawdust catch. It doesn't really catch anything in there. I don't know. There it goes. Okay, so they're all sanded. I put them together, and I have my jackery on there just for a little bit of weight. Over here there was a little bit of a tear. You know, this is discounted wood, so that won't actually show on the outside. That's underneath. I'm also planning on buying some paint with primer. I'm going to make this white. I think that'll look really nice. I'm not sure what I'll make the bottom yet, if I'll do it all white, or I'm thinking about blue, but maybe I'll just do the cushions blue. I haven't quite decided yet. I have to see what kind of wood I get for the bottom. So I'm inside my van doing some measurements here. I'm sure this is a very unorthodox way of doing things. I've got my cutout there, but this is the way I'm doing it. So I got some measurements here. This is going to be for where my kitchen area is. This is in between. There's my bed area. So I've got it all mapped out. I'm still not cutting this part yet because I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to round this off, or how the seat's going to fit. One step at a time. Those workers actually came over to my van and were complimenting me on my craftsmanship. I'm going to show you my work in progress so far. I've got my jackery down under there. I'll show you how I'm going to tweak that. See that gray board? Well, that was a mistake that I made, and I ran out of board. I actually started at 12. It was a little bit low. I wanted it a little bit higher. I mean, it would still fit. This is my bed area here. This board will, once I get the hinges on, this will flip up and extend my bed. The tape is because I had to redo a couple measurements, and you know, I can't be drilling a bunch of holes in this wood. So just to have it stay up, using this tape. We're painting the condos over there. The reason that I have that seat up is to make sure that I have sufficient room in between there. And then also for when this flips up, I'll have enough room for the bracket is about 1 inch, and then this chair can also flip up. This whole thing will be a bed. It's about 47 inches. So I don't know if that's quite a double or not. So basically it's going to be about like that. So when somebody else is camping with me, they will have their feet on that seat. I can also lift my seat up if I want to. I think it'll be a little bit too crowded with 2 people. That's why I made this flip up. So this will extend my bed. So the next step is to take everything in, sand everything down. I think I'm ahead of schedule. I'm not that I have a schedule, but I'm happy with the progress that I've made so far. It has been difficult because of the circumstances that I'm working in, you know, living in these condos, all this noise, having to move my car sometimes because of the painters. Ridiculous. But I learned a lot, and I'll be sharing more in upcoming videos.